Hey, man, what's going on? Get it out the mud, family, man. What they do, man. This is your boy, DEEentrepreneur, man. D-E-E. Y'all already know the name, man. Listen, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Y'all make sure y'all hit that notification bell, man, so y'all can be notified when I drop a video, man, because I will be dropping them daily, weekly now, everything, man. Listen. And I want y'all to leave a comment, man. And I just want to say, hey, I appreciate y'all, man, because we done hit over 1,000 subscribers, man, and we are on and rolling, man. I think currently right now we at like 1,100 and something. Let's go, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all. So, right here in this video, we want to talk about the trucking rates. I want to talk about how massive the trucking rates are for 2022. And how they will continue to be so massive, man, in 2022. And the reason why carriers, especially these major carriers, but y'all smaller carriers definitely need to take heed to what's going on. Because this is the reason why, part of the reason why, a couple of reasons why trucking rates will be through the roof and continue to be through the roof for the rest of 2022. Now, there's also the downside to that, which the only main thing being right now is it's so expensive right now, man. It is so expensive, man. I cannot stress that enough, how expensive it is to get into trucking right now because of the cost of equipment. Cost of equipment, man, done went up 50% since the pandemic didn't even started, since the COVID and all this stuff that hit, man, in the last 2 years. The cost of equipment has skyrocketed, which is one of the reasons why the rates also skyrocketed and boomed with that as well. So that's one of the reasons why the trucking rates are going to continue to be so massive for this year, because the cost of equipment is through the roof. Trucks, trailers, I mean, etc. Everything dealing with transportation and equipment is expensive, man. Like my truck that I have, one of my trucks that I have a 2003 Freightliner Columbia. I paid what, $12,500 for that truck when I bought it. That same truck right now, I could sell it for $25,000, $30,000 right now and get a buyer today, you know? So that's, you know, just something like that. So that's on cheaper equipment. So imagine some of the prices on these trucks that was $40,000, $50,000 a year, 2 years ago are now $60,000, $80,000 plus $100,000. For these same trucks that was $40,000, $50,000, $60,000. Man, that's a big difference, man. So getting into the trucking game right now, like fully outright owning all of your equipment up front right now, is damn near impossible. Man, it's damn near impossible right now. Just like, hey, I want to go buy this truck. I want to go buy this trailer. I want to start everything right now and just be able to have that cash up front out your pocket and to be able to start that. Hey, if you do got that money, hey man, shout out to you. But then there's a lot of people that don't have that right now. You know what I'm saying? That don't have it. It's expensive, you know. So that's one of the reasons why trucking rates are going to continue to be massive for 2022, because the cost of equipment is expensive. It's high as hell. So these carriers are putting that back on these brokers and these shippers and stuff like that. They like, man, it's costing us a lot for our equipment and to maintain our equipment, to buy our equipment and all of that, to run these loads, to run this freight. So we have to charge more money for this freight. That's number one. Number two, drivers. The cost to keep a driver right now, the average rate done went up on that 50% or so, just to keep a driver. Because let's not forget, when the administration, which is the, you know, our presidential administration, first put in to with the mandate of 100+ employees to have either COVID tests weekly or to have the vaccine, a lot of companies lost drivers because of that. So it's not that there's a shortage in drivers. There's not a shortage of CDL holders, but there became a shortage of drivers to a lot of companies, especially those companies that have 100+, that a lot of drivers was like, man, I'm not gonna, be taking these tests weekly, or I'm not gonna get the vaccine, whichever it was. And a lot of those drivers just quit, you know what I'm saying? Now, I know some of the things done changed now as far as the laws and stuff like that, and states are, lightening up on some of those laws, but these are the reasons why a lot of companies had lost a lot of drivers. And to bring drivers on now, it costs you more money to bring those drivers on than it did before COVID and all of that hit. It costs more money because now you got to give drivers, you're telling them higher sign-on bonus and stuff like that. You're throwing out vaccine bonus. If you done had the COVID vaccine, we got a $10,000 bonus for you or something like that. So also what you was paying a driver before, now you paying a driver more money to keep that driver. So the company driver now from a carrier is averaging like 60 to 75 cents probably a mile. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to it, 40, 50 cent or whatever before, 30 to 50 cent, whatever. It varies, company to company, depending on what they're offering and stuff like that. But the national average now is like 60 to 75%. 60 to 75 cent per mile to pay a company driver. So if a carrier have to go up on paying more for their equipment and they're paying more for a driver, that's reason number 2 that they're gonna charge a broker or a shipper more to haul that freight. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying to you smaller carriers is you need to get with the major carriers program. They're going up on their rates. You need to go up on your rates too. Don't be taking no cheap freight, man, in 2022. Don't take no cheap freight in 2023 either. You shouldn't have been taking it in the last year if you were. Now, but if you are watching this video, man, take heed. Don't take no more cheap freight, man. And to those that's not taking no cheap freight out there, shout out to you, man, because, hey, that's what it's got to be, man. It's costing us to run a lot of money to run and fund a trucking company. So you must understand that when you're doing the breakdown with running this freight, it's not cheap. So you don't need to be running no cheap freight, man. Point blank, period, man. And once they get across the board, then more brokers and shippers will wake up, because they know that that's not gonna go. You know what I'm saying? So that's reason number 2. I already told you the cost of equipment is high, and then I already told you drivers. You gotta pay more for drivers. So that's another reason to go up on the rates for your freight. Now, reason number 3, which is a well-known reason, the cost of fuel. The cost of fuel done went up like 50%. The cost of fuel has skyrocketed. Just in January of 2021, the average price on diesel nationally was about $3.10 a gallon. That was the average price. In January of 2022, this year, the average price on diesel nationally is $3.65. You know what I'm saying? That's 55 cents more than last year for the national average for diesel. Now, that's a whole nother reason to be going up on freight alone. It's costing you more to run it, right? Right? It's costing these major carriers more money to run it. See, I'm talking to a lot of these small carriers right now because these major carriers know what time it is. It's costing them more to run the freight, so they going up on their rates. That's what you need to be doing too. You got to adjust with the fluctuation of the economy. You know what I'm saying? And these brokers and these shippers know that. But then they also know that, hey, if you a guinea pig and you're not, we could get you on that cheap freight, hey, damn that, we gonna give it to you. We'll take the chance with you running, and you okay with it. And these other companies are running it for probably damn near 50% more than what you're running that same lane for, that same load for. You know, so you got to adjust with what's going on in the economy. You got that's how the numbers fluctuate. So the price of diesel that went up, right? Now, if some of y'all haven't been watching the news or don't know what's going on, hey, Russia got some things going on. I believe with like the Ukraine or something like that. If Russia strike on what they got going on, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we might be at a little war. And guess what? The price of diesel and fuel all across the board is gonna go up even more. Man, that thing might go up to $4 and something a gallon. Average. You know? So we got to be prepared. We got to be prepared as carriers to adjust with what's going on in the economy. So, you know, I want y'all to pay attention to that, and that's very important. And those are 3 reasons why trucking freight rates are going to continue to be massive for 2022. And that is important for you to pay attention to that as a small carrier, because you need to know how to adjust to get some of this money, because you got to kick more money out your pocket. So you need to reciprocate more from your deposits. You know what I'm saying? So just know that, man, and just know that that's important for 2022. And those are 3 reasons why trucking freight rates will continue to be massive for the year. Equipment, drivers, and fuel are all at an all-time high. You know, and those are all 3 reasons why carriers, small and large, will continue to charge more money for freight. Okay, so just remember that, man. And I hope y'all enjoyed that, man. I hope that is enough for y'all. If not, man, leave a comment, man. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my channel, man, and y'all hit the thumbs up, hit the like button, man. This is your boy DEEentrepreneur. Man, y'all make sure y'all go follow me on Instagram at DEEentrepreneur. Man, if you're trying to learn how to run a fleet and dispatch, we got courses on that. I'm not forcing nothing on nobody. It's just something that I have that I offer. And I offer it at a cheap rate. Okay? So for y'all that like cheap rates, hey, y'all go to runafleet.com, man, if you want to learn how to dispatch and run a fleet, man. Also, I got the Facebook group, Black Trucker Excellence. That link will be below. You can network with other people in the industry. You know what I'm saying? We got brokers, we got agents, man, we got people that make logos, we got dispatchers, man, we got diesel mechanics, we got everybody in that group that you can network with, you know what I'm saying, to gain something out of this. Also, man, if you're trying to up your business base, and you want to get more, you know, you need a website, you want logo design, website design, you want YouTube editing like this right here, you want any type of graphic design or anything, man, y'all can plug in with me as well. For that, you can go holler at me on Instagram and I will get you plugged in at DEEentrepreneur. For that, you know, I'm starting something else with my business partner, and with website designing, YouTube editing, you know, marketing your brand, whatever it is, your trucking company, whatever it is that you're trying to do, man. So you can plug in with me on that as well. And you can also go shop mud and get some merch. Shopmud.com. Hey, man. And I think that's all I got for y'all, man. Hey, y'all enjoy y'all mother trucking day, man. This is your boy DEEentrepreneur, man. Yeah. I'm a money machine.